Being told you're going to be on national TV with about half an hour prep time, in front of a camera, in front of a monitor, in front of about 20 people on a set with a product that you know sod all about. I shat myself. And I put my hands up to it. I say, yeah, I did. But presenting is a skill, it can be learnt. Greatness comes as you are. When you're selling, like you say, it's all about benefits and features, right? How easy is it to liven up a stage full of benefits with a wheelchair? Honestly, come on, right? So what we're going to say, you know, I had Naomi sitting in the wheelchair, I wheeled her around. That was as light-hearted as it could get because it's a serious subject. With a dermabrasion kit, look, my hair's grown back now. But yeah, I had my hand shaved. That wasn't particularly pleasant, but we did it in order to get the sale. And I think we sold, what, 10 of them? We sold 2 wheelchairs. So we did sell. So we couldn't have been that bad as a bunch of presenters, really. You know, the reason we didn't sell any trampolines is because Simon was making people fall over laughing as a result. And the most incredible thing is, Simon didn't realise he was doing it. He did it 6 times. I don't know, maybe subconsciously, somewhere deep inside his deep evil psyche, he knew what he was doing, but I don't think consciously he knew what he was doing. And that's why it was so funny for us. I think you said to me earlier, did he get off? I think Simon did get let off in the boardroom. I think on any other day, if this was any earlier on in the show, Simon would have been fired. And Simon should have been fired. But at this stage of the game, like Alan Sugar said, it's about people he can work with. And he can work with Simon because Simon's mouldable. Simon's not all there. And he's got kind of something about him that can be shaped. And Alan Sugar likes that. He's got the mental acuity. He's intelligent. But he's got a lot of moulding to do. And I think Alan Sugar likes the project in Simon. See, in the business world, I think that honesty is important, and I think that ethics are important. And I think that being honest, I mean, a lot of people say that, oh, in business you can't be honest, you have to be the ultimate diplomat. That's not true. I think you can be diplomatic, but be straight at the same time, and it's better to have a reputation for being straight than for being dishonest, or a bullshitter. Because good bullshitters back up their bullshit. You can't sustain bullshit forever. People could call me a bullshitter, right? I have the ability to bullshit, which means I have the gift of the gab. It doesn't mean that I chat rubbish, and it doesn't mean that I make things up. It just means that I have an ability of putting my lexicon of words into a good order to get to the ultimate aim that I have. I don't watch Big Brother, but last year I know that Makosi and Orla did dirty things in the bath. I knew everything in terms of the sex side of what happened because it was everywhere. The reason they've gone for a hardcore sex. I mean, who has a bathtub in the lounge unless you want people to get frisky? So yeah, of course, it's a big-time sex focus, but they know that sex sells. There will be a massive audience of people watching just to see the relationships. It's going to go from just the people interaction to the sexual interaction. And if you look at Big Brother in a lot of the other countries, especially in Europe, I think it's pretty much dominated more by sex there as well. And I think that's the same route that they're going down here. No, I'm only joking. The Apprentice is... Well, you're not going to put that in, honestly. I'll get my ass kicked.
So you've got getting a good response.
I think people like the fact that I tell it straight. And do you know what? I'm going to build a society of Treites. Treite society. It's going to be a group of people who go around speaking their minds. Non-offensively, of course. Treite society. Can you imagine?